Bullseye Movies Recaps brings you Netflix's latest crime thriller, His and Hers, which arrived with an intensity that few new series managed to achieve so quickly. Fronted by Jon Bernthal, the gritty limited series has not only captured widespread attention but has also surged to the very top of Netflix's global rankings. Within days of its debut, the show has claimed the coveted title of the platform's most-watched television series worldwide, signaling a breakout moment for a project that blends psychological tension, emotional complexity, and tightly wound mystery. At the heart of His and Hers is a fractured marriage caught in the middle of a violent crime. Bernthal stars as Detective Jack Harper, a hardened law enforcement officer whose personal life is already in ruins when the series begins. Opposite him is Tessa Thompson as Anna Harper, a television journalist working for WSK News, and Jack's estranged wife. Their relationship is defined by distance, unresolved resentment, and a past neither of them seems able to escape. What elevates the show's premise beyond a standard crime procedural is the deeply personal nature of the investigation. When a murder rocks their shared orbit, Jack and Anna each find themselves convinced that the other may be responsible. The resulting cat-and-mouse dynamic turns their already strained relationship into something far more dangerous. Every interaction carries suspicion. Every memory becomes a potential clue, or a weapon. From its opening episode, His and Hers makes it clear that it is not interested in offering easy answers. Instead, the series thrives on ambiguity, forcing viewers to question the reliability of both protagonists. Bernthal's Jack is emotionally closed off, burdened by years of trauma and professional cynicism. Thompson's Anna, meanwhile, is sharp, composed, and observant, but her distance and secrecy raise just as many red flags. The show places audiences squarely between them, daring viewers to decide whom, if anyone, they can trust. Critics have been quick to respond to the show's effectiveness. As of this writing, His and Hers holds a certified fresh rating of 83% on Rotten Tomatoes, based on 23 professional reviews. Many critics have praised the series for its moody atmosphere, sharp performances, and willingness to lean into discomfort rather than tidy resolutions. While audience scores are still stabilizing due to the show's recent release, early reactions are largely positive, with viewers responding strongly to its tense storytelling and emotional depth. The show premiered on January 8, 2026, and it wasted no time making an impact. Less than 24 hours after landing on Netflix, His and Hers shot straight to the top of the streamer's global charts. According to data tracked by Flix Patrol, the series became Netflix's #1 television show worldwide by January 9th, a remarkably fast ascent in an era crowded with high-profile releases. Even more impressive is the scale of the show's international success. His and Hers has claimed the #1 spot in 57 countries, demonstrating broad global appeal. Among the regions where the series has dominated viewership are major markets such as the United States, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, France, Spain, and Portugal. That level of reach suggests that the show's themes, mistrust, fractured relationships, and the murky nature of truth, resonate far beyond any single cultural context. The series is adapted from the novel His and Hers by best-selling author Alice Feeney, whose psychological thrillers are known for their unreliable narrators and twisting perspectives. Translating that kind of narrative to television is no small feat, but the creative team behind the show appears to have embraced the challenge. The adaptation was developed for television by British theatre director William Oldroyd, whose background in stage work lends the series a strong sense of character-driven tension. Serving as showrunner is Dee Johnson, whose previous credits include Army Wives and The Good Wife. Johnson's experience with emotionally complex dramas is evident throughout His and Hers. Rather than leaning solely on shocking plot twists, the series spends considerable time exploring the internal worlds of its characters, allowing their motivations and fears to slowly surface. That deliberate approach has not hindered the show's momentum. In fact, it may be one of its greatest strengths. With a total of 6 episodes, His and Hers is tightly structured and refreshingly concise. The episodes run on the shorter side for a streaming drama, with the longest clocking in at just under 50 minutes. This streamlined pacing keeps the story moving at a brisk clip, encouraging binge-watching while avoiding unnecessary filler. As the episodes unfold, the series steadily peels back layers of secrecy. Nearly every character harbors hidden truths, and revelations often raise more questions than they answer. Rather than centering solely on the mechanics of solving a murder, the show focuses on how perception, memory, and personal bias shape each character's version of events. Bernthal's performance has been singled out as one of the show's standout elements. Known for portraying intense, morally complex figures, he brings a raw physicality and emotional volatility to Jack Harper. His portrayal captures a man who is both deeply wounded and deeply flawed, someone capable of compassion but also terrifyingly capable of self-deception. Tessa Thompson, meanwhile, delivers a more restrained but equally compelling performance. Anna is controlled, intelligent, and observant, but Thompson allows subtle cracks to show beneath the surface. Her scenes often hinge on what she chooses not to say, making her character just as enigmatic as Jack. The chemistry between the two leads is central to the series' success. Their shared history gives weight to every confrontation, and the audience is constantly reminded that love and suspicion can coexist in uncomfortable ways. The show resists framing either character as purely heroic or villainous, instead inviting viewers to sit with the uncertainty. Part of what makes His and Hers stand out in Netflix's crowded lineup is how decisively it has outperformed other major releases. The series currently ranks above several high-profile titles, including Harlan Coben's latest adaptation Runaway, the recently concluded 5th season of Stranger Things, and the newest season of Emily in Paris. Surpassing such well-established franchises underscores just how strong the show's early momentum has been. Several factors have likely contributed to this success. Bernthal's involvement alone brings a built-in audience eager to see him in a leading television role. Thompson's presence adds further star power, while the source material's existing fanbase provides another layer of interest. Combined with strong word-of-mouth and solid critical reviews, the series has benefited from a near-perfect storm of visibility and appeal. Another key factor is accessibility. With its limited episode count and relatively short runtimes, His and Hers feels manageable even for viewers hesitant to commit to a long series. The story wastes little time getting to its central conflict, and each episode ends with enough intrigue to compel viewers to continue. Ultimately, His and Hers feels like a series that understands exactly what it wants to be. It doesn't overextend its premise or dilute its tension. Instead, it embraces discomfort, ambiguity, and emotional complexity, qualities that resonate strongly with audiences craving more grounded, character-driven thrillers.